Good evening, Krystallo.
Good evening, Jack. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Did you have a nice weekend?
I had a fantastic weekend. Did you have a nice weekend?
I did, thank you. Would you like to introduce ourselves first, perhaps?
Yes, yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Krystallo,
And my name is Jack.
and we're here from Crystal Clear English. If you like our videos, please click and subscribe, and you receive more videos like this. So, Jack, tell our audience about what happened last weekend.
Well, Krystallo, it was a carefully planned trip by yourself, no?
Yeah.
With limited help, I must say, from your siblings.
With help. Some help was any help was appreciated, but you know me, I love planning things, so it was all good. We went to Italy, to the north of Italy, to Lago di Garda with my entire family, 12 of us, including 4 little children. And it was great fun, wasn't it, Jack?
Yeah, it was great fun. There were a few moments, not so peaceful, but yeah, it was great.
A few stressful moments driving around Italy. Milan is enormous. It's just, it must be so stressful when you're driving through Milan or by Milan. It's just tough, but well.
You were saying, it made it sound like you were driving.
Well, there was a moment I was helping my dad, like, drive around, go towards the airport. And I was just like so tense, so tense. I could feel my father as well being tense because, it's a new country. We don't know it. It's a new system, but it's all good. All good in the end. It was fantastic. So let's talk about, you did mention my dad a little bit in your previous, in the weekly, CCE Weekly, number 107. I like the title, A Taste of Your Own Medicine. Would you like to tell our audience, Jack, how that title came about?
Sure. Well, basically, your father, a man of many skills, and one of those skills includes hitting speed bumps at full speed. He absolutely loves doing this. Often when he's sort of showing the sights in Cyprus or something like this, pointing something out at the same time, completely oblivious to the fact that he's approaching a speed bump at 60 miles an hour.
What he does do at the same time is, like, he does hit the brakes, but a little bit too,
Terrible.
just right before, and he's just like, and then he lets go, and we just go, like, very often after going on a drive with my dad, it would be like, okay, Dad, I need a moment, otherwise I might be sick.
I mean, you get car sick easily, so often you leave the car, you need 5 minutes.
So you
Bit of
use
fresh
the
air.
expression to get your own back on my father. Can you tell our audience what this expression means, to get your own back?
It's almost like getting revenge, right? Would you say venganza?
Yeah.
It's not. That's a bit strong, perhaps, but yeah,
Isn't
I
it
got
like
my
to
own
get
back.
even?
Yeah, you could say to get even, to get your own back, exactly, to make sure that you are quits, so to speak.
So how did you get your own back last weekend?
Well, I took a few speed bumps at quicker than I should have speed, which I enjoyed actually, making him jump in the back seat of the car.
Yeah, well, poor mom was also there as well, so, but
Yeah, but she's used to it, so it's fine.
so you gave him a bit of a taste of his own medicine, didn't you?
Yeah, we say this in English, a taste of his own medicine, when you're giving back exactly what was given to you, I suppose.
Yep. Now, one of the things that we have here, there's something to avoid, is a very common mistake, actually. Most of my students make this mistake. We arrive to Italy. I think people easily confuse the prepositions because you could say, we got to Italy, you get to a place, but you arrive at a place or you arrive in a city or a country, right, Jack?
Yeah, right. So the thing is, to includes the idea of movement.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you're going to the bank or something like that, you're including this idea of movement. But as we arrived, there is no movement, so the to is completely unnecessary. So, excuse me. Go to Italy, perfect. You arrive in Italy.
Exactly. You arrive at work, you arrive at home, but you arrive in a city or a country.
For
With the
sure.
only exceptions being here, there, home, and back.
For sure. You could say those without two. But countries, cities, large areas, you're going to say in. Okay, we're in Spain, we're in Barcelona, we're in the forest. Specific places, at. Okay, we were at the airport. We were, I don't know.
We arrived in Barcelona quite late. So, what about the business expression that you have here? A repeat performance. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a nice little phrase. Something goes well, you decide to do it again. It's gonna be a repeat performance. Imagine, I suppose perhaps it comes from like the theatre.
Yeah, I
If a
mean, if it goes
play
well.
is exactly, if the play is successful, you're going to have a repeat performance. So our team retreat in Italy was a success. A repeat performance is definitely on the cards.
Yeah.
On the
Dad
cards is
and
a
I,
good one as well.
yeah. Dad and I have
Isn't it
already
on
started
the
talking about
cards?
it. Mm.
So what's on the cards next time, Krystallo?
Portugal. We mentioned Portugal, maybe. Italy again, because it was their first time in Italy. Can you believe that? It was their very first time in Italy. And they loved it. I mean, Verona. Who wouldn't like Verona as a first visit? But yeah, so we have started doing something, Jack, which I really like, which we have started sharing some of the expressions that have come up in class, and we decided to have like 3 each. Can I go first?
Of course.
So some of my students always ask me about this question, and it's about the difference between play dumb and make a fool of yourself. Now, both of them can be similar, I think, in Spanish, because to play dumb is hacer la tonta, or hacerse el tonto, I think. I'm not sure exactly. So, for example, if someone asks me a question that I don't really want to answer, I could just play dumb and pretend that I didn't understand what they're saying. So, just like, oh, I don't know. No. Oh, Krystallo, did you do this? Like, what? What were you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. You play dumb. But when you make a fool of yourself, it's hacerse el ridículo, if I'm not mistaken. It's like when you imagine that you don't know what you're talking about and you keep on talking, knowing that the person in front of you is an expert on that, and then you just talk nonsense. So what you're doing is you make a fool of yourself.
Okay. Make a fool of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Never a good thing.
Never a good
Never
thing.
a good thing.
But play dumb is not a bad thing.
Yeah, if they believe you, I suppose. Perhaps they don't believe you. And you could say, like, well, Krystallo tried to play dumb, but, you know, I knew what she was up to.
What about you, Jack? What expressions have you come
Well,
across this week?
there was one more in the newsletter, which was to bottle up.
Oh yeah.
To bottle up your feelings. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really, really good one because you can imagine putting your feelings, all of your feelings, into a bottle, and perhaps the bottle explodes, right? Especially if it's, fizzy, if it's carbonated or something like that. So to bottle up your feelings, especially in English, it's not a good thing, right?
Mm.
It's you would say don't bottle your feelings,
Mm.
bottle up your feelings, talk about them, etc. Don't bottle them up. So
Yeah, because bottling up means not expressing your feelings.
exactly. Bottling up is the opposite of expressing. You're keeping them for a later date. So I had that one. Your turn.
Oh yes. This is an expression I've taught various times when I talk about my nephews and niece, and this is perfectly applicable when it comes to my niece Sophia, because she has us all wrapped around her little finger, and that is the equivalent of it is a synonym in English. Another expression is like she has us all eating out of the palm of her hand, and I think that's a direct translation in Spanish, like comer de la palma de la mano, something like that. But to have someone wrapped around your little finger, it means that they will do anything you want. Like they will do whatever for you. And little Sophia, she's 2 years old. She's the cutest thing ever. And then she'll be like, yeah, yeah. Or like, mama, or something, whatever she may say. And everyone's just rushing to give her what she wants because she has us all wrapped around her little finger.
Nice.
Doesn't
Yeah.
she, Jack?
Does that come from puppets? Like, you know, when you had the puppets and you could
Maybe.
manipulate people?
Not sure. Not sure.
Okay. So I had a couple of other ones. So the one that stuck in my head was to stick out like a sore thumb. It's quite a visual quite a visual one. If you hit your thumb, okay, and then it's hinchado, it's swollen. The idea is that, you know, you stick out like a sore thumb. Is you're very obvious. Okay, so in Spanish probably.
Can you
Uh,
give us an example where you stick out like a sore thumb
yeah, often I stick out in Cyprus like a sore thumb because I'm blonde and the only blonde person
in the
normally
room?
in the room, often, or in the restaurant. So
So it's
often,
obvious that you're English.
exactly. It's obvious that I'm English, so I stick out like a sore thumb whenever it's obvious. So I don't know what you'd say. Perhaps llama mucho la atención,
I'm not sure.
destacar mucho, something like
Destacar's a good one. Stand out as well, isn't it?
yeah, to stand out. So yeah, I had a couple more. Krystallo, this is an interesting one because this comes up when you're talking about a local, you know,
Mm.
where you have a shop.
Yeah.
And a lot of my students sort of seem to get this one wrong, but you would translate that into English as,
If I'm not mistaken, it's like business premises.
yeah, premises is a great one.
But there's another word for it. Venue.
Yeah, but a venue, I think, is going to be like for a sporting event, or like there's
Yeah.
going to be an event at a
Yeah.
venue.
But it's also local. And this is like, we rented a local to host a christening. So if it's business premises, it could be a shop, it could be an office, etc. But when it's an event venue, well, it's a venue because it's an event, it's a place for events, a
Sounds better.
party or a meeting or a conference or whatever. So that's a venue. But a local in English, what is a local?
A local is someone from the area, right?
Exactly, someone who lives, who was born and raised in an area. Well, not necessarily born and raised, but from the area. So yeah, that's a good false friend.
For sure. And then I had a vacío de poder.
What's that in English?
It's a power vacuum, I
Okay.
believe. So obviously, imagine your boss gets, I don't know, snatched by another company, and there are two people trying to take his place. There is a power vacuum
Hmm.
in that situation. And all my students say, yeah, but a vacuum is the Hoover, right? You know, and it's like, yeah, but Hoover is the brand, and vacuum is, you know, what people say when there is an empty space.
Hmm. Good thing we don't have a boss.
You're my boss. What else?
I think that's it. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Jack?
I don't know. Stanley Tucci talking Italian. His favorite expression, his favorite Italian
No,
phrase.
what
It's at
is
the
it? No
bottom.
posso. No posso.
No posso.
I liked it.
I can't.
Hmm.
No, it's good. Good old Stanley. Okay, I think that's everything. Stella, is there anything else you want to mention?
No, I just want to say thank you everyone for watching. If you like this video, please click and subscribe and see you next week.
See you next week.